Nigerians running to Ghana as Trump strikes. Donald J. Trump is the president of America. He's a very crazy president whose common sense is so little. This is Donald J. Trump. Sometimes he behaves as if he just came back from another planet. He is totally torn away from reality. This was the man who campaigned on the theme or motto, "Making America Great Again." In his own campaign words, "Make America Great Again." Many Americans decided to vote for him. He got the majority and became president against Hillary Clinton. Everybody was shocked. But that is the average American, quite hypocritical, smile with you and make it look like everything is okay. But deep in their minds, a lot of them are racists. My brother, my sister, this is Donald Trump. When he won the first term to become president, America got overly excited, especially white America. Many people decided to change "Make America Great Again" to "Make America White Again." It looked like Donald Trump was out there for only the white people in America, as many people said. Then he lost power. When he lost power, after an impeachment, he almost caused a coup d'etat when he encouraged his fans and supporters to trump the White House. And some people lost their lives. Many were injured. The first time in the history of America of a sitting president who had just lost an election. He's a very bad loser. This is Donald Trump. Many admire him because he's not an average politician. He's almost like a dictator. This is Donald Trump. After he went back, the Democrats came into power again. Barack Obama's deputy, the vice president, Joe Biden, aka Sleepy Joe, a nickname that Trump gave to him, became president. He won against him. And after the first term, he decided not to stand again because of ill health and things like that. His vice stood against Donald and lost. Many were shocked again that Donald Trump became president of America the second time. And this time round, he decided to go all out against immigrants. A lot of who are black people, South Americans, and so on and so forth. He is making America great again, according to him. My brother, my sister, to cut a long story short, even in America right now, the economy is struggling. America is a very big country. My brother, my sister, in fact, the GDP of America is well over 30 trillion American dollars. The market capitalization of America, my brother, my sister, is well over 56 trillion American dollars. It's a big economy. Many people say it's the most important country in the world, the biggest superpower. So when you step on the toes of America, you know that you are waking up a sleeping lion. My brother, my sister, a couple of days ago, Donald Trump came categorically clear, without mincing words, unequivocally telling the whole world that he's going to march into Nigeria and do things to Nigeria in his own ways. We are going to be doing things to Nigeria. Watch this. We are going to do things to Nigeria. Donald Trump doubles down. Read the story and watch. It says the President of the United States, Donald Trump, has doubled down on his threats of military action in Nigeria over what he has described as the killing of Christians by Islamic extremists. And in his own words, what did he say? We are going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about. And we may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities. Dash. What did Trump say as captured by the lenses of White House cameras? Watch this.
We're going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. These are
Wow. He said the attack will be terrible, swift, and sweet. And Nigeria will not be happy. And Nigeria shall tremble and tremor. He said it's going to be military action. And he didn't end there. He has asked the military in America to be ready. And he has tasked those in charge to investigate and return to him as soon as now, in his own words. Watch him.
Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands and thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's a legal definition. When the Christians or any such group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide. What horrible numbers. Something has to be done. I am asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and to report back to me. And I mean, like, immediately. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. It's not only Nigeria, it's all over. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. This is not going to happen. The killing of Christians is not going to happen. We're going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians.
Well, you heard him. They're going to attack and it's going to be terrible, swift, and sweet. Well, according to Donald Trump, a lot of Christians are being killed in Nigeria. Islamist terrorists, Boko Haram. And this is what Donald Trump himself put out. My brother, my sister, on the 1st of November in 2025, at exactly 11:43 p.m., He said if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria, and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns are blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Warning, the Nigerian government better move fast. My brother, my sister, I never knew this time would come when another nation can threaten to attack one, not because it has dropped a bomb in that country, but because of what he says is human rights. I have no problem with saving human beings in another country. It doesn't matter whether they are Christians or Muslims or Hindus. We are first human beings before any labels were attached to us. It's a good thing that Trump wants to come and save people from another country. They are humans. What kind of diplomatic talks did Trump have with Nigeria? To the point that all diplomacy has broken loose and fallen apart like a house of cards. And for that matter, the War Department must prepare and go and drop bombs and kill innocent people, because as you are killing the so-called Islamists, many more would go down. How sure are we that this is not another hoax? Hiding under this kind of thing in order to achieve another end. We've seen that happen in Iraq. We've seen that happen. And America is very good at doing that. Killing innocent people just to make America great again. My brother, my sister, did they talk with Nigeria? Now, what is the power of Nigeria? They have a population of about 250 million people. And they have a GDP of about 586 billion American dollars. My brother, my sister, yes, 586 billion. That's their GDP. My brother, my sister. And what is their market capitalization like? As compared to America, it's almost nothing. But it is still a sovereign country. Economic power or not. Donald Trump is behaving like a man who has gone crazy. No common sense. It's good to go and save the Christians in the country. It's good to save human beings first and foremost. But my brother, did they discuss anything with the Nigerian government? And the Nigerian government has also responded. Now the United States of America has made its statement on religious freedom. Nigeria has noted. We remain committed in our resolve to tackle the violent extremism that is fueled by a special interest. In fact, by special interests who have helped drive such decay and division in countries across the intersecting West African and Sahel regions. We mourn all the victims of violent extremism and salute our armed forces as they continue to fight against vicious but cowardly foes. The federal government of Nigeria will continue to defend all citizens, irrespective of race, creed, or religion. Like America, Nigeria has no option but to celebrate the diversity that is our greatest strength. Nigeria is a God-fearing country where we respect faith, tolerance, diversity, and inclusion, in occurrence, in concurrence, I beg your pardon, with the rules-based international order. The U.S. has been, and we trust would always remain, a close ally, because the Federal Republic of Nigeria and its government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu will maintain our laser-focused, steadfast commitment to all partners who believe in genuine peace, stability, freedom, and democracy. And this is signed by the spokesperson from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja. And this was released on the 1st of November, same day Donald Trump made these utterances. The question is still here. Did they have any dialogue? America and Nigeria, or a bully just decided that, listen, this is what is happening, so we are going there to drop bombs? Or has Nigeria hit another oil well that America might be interested in? Could it be like that? My brother, my sister, I am hurt by the bullish nature of Trump. Trump is speaking as if Nigeria intentionally is killing Christians. But we all know that a lot of the leaders in Nigeria are not even Muslim. A lot of them are Christian. It is a foe, an enemy that has come in to try and destabilize the whole place. And it's sad. Now, let us look at the other aspect. The president of Nigeria, Tinubu, has also announced that Nigeria is not scared of losing any aid. Nigeria has actually prepared, has signed a lot of contracts, food contracts, to keep Nigerians on top of their game. Agriculture, food, Nigeria will not have a problem should any country vis-a-vis America stop sending aid to Nigeria. For me, it's a shame that a big country like Nigeria is still depending on other countries for aid. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Look at the amount of oil you have. Look at the gold and the diamond, because of corrupt, dirty leaders in Nigeria. A dirty guy like Trump can talk to you anyhow. Are you crazy? You vote useless old men into power who do not even remember the last time they brushed their teeth. And that is what is making idiots insult Africa every now and then. What is wrong with us? How can you be one of the most powerful countries in Africa and still be depending on aid from America? You must be crazy. What happened to the gold? What happened to the diamond? What happened to the human resource? Corruption. Now the 250 million people in Nigeria, you'll be shocked that you can't even find 20 honest people in Nigeria. 99.9% of all the people in Nigeria, my brother, my sister, don't be surprised. They are so corrupt. They are the most religious country, yet, my brother, my sister, the most corrupt. We all remember how we were insulted in England when a former British Prime Minister spoke to the Queen of England then. And we heard it because it leaked live on CNN that Nigeria, under that guy who just died, was what? Fantastically corrupt. Hallelujah. Exponentially corrupt. Fantastically corrupt. It breaks my heart, my brother, that one of the most powerful nations in Africa is still depending on crumbs from off the tables of Trump. Why? My brother, as we speak right now, Nigerians have already started trooping into Ghana. They are running into Ghana, left, right, and center, my brother. Whatever the issue is, my brother, it is heartbreaking. Whatever the issue is, they are running into Ghana, buying property. And it just reminds me of something that happened in 1969. When Nkrumah became president of this nation, he encouraged the whole of Africa to come and celebrate with Ghana. And that was in 1957. Nigerians rushed into this country. Other people came all over. Nkrumah became the champion of Pan-Africanism. Nigerians, having discovered a lot of oil, my brother, my sister, and not independent yet, probably were thinking about Ghana as a big brother. We had our independence in 1957. Nigeria got its independence in 1960. My brother, my sister, Nigeria started trooping into this country. We started naming our streets. Oh, Lagos Street, Lagos Road, Lagos Town, Nnamdi Azikiwe Road, and so on and so forth. Nkrumah made sure that the business was thriving. And listen attentively. When Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown in 1966, 3 years later, in 1969, a guy became the president of Ghana. He was called Kofi Abrifabuzia. When he came, he brought about a very shameful order called the Aliens Compliance Order. 1969. I wasn't born. What was the act all about? All foreigners in Ghana should register, and he gave them a very short period of time. If you couldn't register, declare your whatever, you should go. In fact, he targeted Nigerians because Nigerians were all over Ghana doing good business, almost taking over the economy of the nation. My brother, my sister, because the average Nigerian, if you give him an inch, he will take a mile. And I'm saying that in all positivity. When giving one plot of land, the next day he asks you for another plot because he has been able to plant here. He wants to do more. Averagely, he's hardworking. But these days, laziness and corruption taking over Nigeria. The originally hardworking Nigerian, there are only a few of them now. The rest are so interested in cyber corruption, stealing, and whatever, skullduggery. But they are still our brothers. We love them. Here now, my brother, 1969, they sacked all Nigerians, all the people. It affected mostly Nigerians. They couldn't even go to the banks and take their money. Those who went, they gave them something small and said, oh, if you want to take all this big amount, you have to come back on this day. By what time they were already supposed to leave and go back to Nigeria. Those who had built, they couldn't carry their houses and go. They left the houses there and went away so painfully. Then, this was 1969. 1970. 1980. 3 years, 1983. There was another crazy president who became president of Nigeria. He was called Shehu Shagari. When Shagari came into power, he remembered something that Ghana did. Let me not move too fast. Ghana gave 4 reasons for the Aliens Compliance Order. And my brother, it is sad. If you listen to the 4 reasons, you will shiver. Number 1, they were scared of overpopulation. Too many people were coming into the country, and They were marrying Ghanaians and producing too much. The libido was too much. 2 reasons. People jumping in and then procreating. Go back. What was the population of Ghana then? Number 2, crime. According to them, the influx of the so-called aliens. Look at such a harsh word, alien. Not even a stranger. Not an immigrant. Alien. They said there was so much crime. So for that matter, all these people should go. 3, unemployment. Their arrival had made a lot of people unemployed. And for that matter, they should leave. And then finally, they claimed that the economy had been usurped. In other words, foreigners had taken over the economy and the average Ghanaian couldn't become part of it. 4 reasons. Shehu Shagari came 1983 and he said, Ghana, we're going to give you the same treatment. Everybody go back. They also had their version of the aliens compliance order. That was when we had our Ghana must go. Ghanaians quickly had to pack their bags in that kind of bag, which we call Ghana must go. It was a big blow. And those of you who are old enough, do you remember 1983? In 1982, there was hunger. The following year, agriculture went almost dead. No food in Ghana. We were hungry. We were all running to Nigeria to go and get something small to eat. And when they realized the way we were coming, they remembered what we had done to them in 1969 under Kofi Abrefa-Buzia. And they also sent us back. Yeah. It was at that time Nigeria was flourishing and prospering. Rawlings had to send ships to carry Ghanaians back to Ghana. We all remember Agege. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. Right now, as it stands, Nigerians are coming into Ghana again. Are we ready to tackle all these 4 reasons? The 1969 aliens compliance order happened. Do we have enough accommodation? Do we have enough jobs? Because these people coming, they would have to be employed. Thirdly, are we ready to fight crime? Because when people come from different places, naturally, there would be some kind of crime. And do we have our 2 feet on the economy such that we won't blame any aliens for usurping our economy? Today, Ghana is prospering. Ghana is big. Trump is driving all of them. Let me tell you something. The moment Trump drops one bomb in Nigeria, they will scatter. And when they scatter, where are they coming? They won't go to Benin. They can't speak French. They won't go to Togo. There's another dictator there. The safest place for them is here. And when they arrive here, those of you who are friends in Nigeria, you will share your single rooms with them. You will share some of your girlfriends with them. It's a way of accepting a brother. So, sitting back and just looking at Trump do whatever he's doing, we will end up being that proverbial tortoise. The proverbial climber that refused to tell the bird that you are making so much noise. Be careful. Oh. And anomasi saying, media infame home. My brother, my sister, when the hunter finally shot that bird, and that hunter is Trump, and that bird is Nigeria. Now when the bird fell, it fell on the tortoise, and that tortoise is Ghana. The hunter started to jubilate and sing, Asida Yonyame Nidia. He shot one bird, but he got a tortoise. In Nigeria, they say twice. In addition, now his bag was full. He was expecting only a small bird. Now he has a tortoise on top. So he needed a rope to tie these two. The climber, the tree climber, that thing, that plant that climbs the tree, that refused to carry the message to the bird from the tortoise. He cut it, and used it as a rope. Nothing will happen to Nigeria that will not touch Ghana. And nothing will happen to Ghana that would not touch Nigeria. We are Siamese twins. You either take it or leave it. When Trump drops a bomb in Nigeria, the next bomb is going to fall right here in Ghana. He's a crazy man. Madman. He's crazy for power. Imagine. What kind of discussions did they have with Nigeria? And all of a sudden you are asking War Department, because you are a war president, go and drop bombs. And you wanted a peace award. Yes, we want peace in Nigeria. They could have collaborated with the Nigerians to say, you know what? We have realized that you are trying to fight these Islamic extremists, whatever you call them, Boko Haram. But it looks like you are not being able to do that. We want to collaborate with you, with your army. We will come down and deal with them. You think Nigeria will say no? No. Warning straight. We are coming there to drop bombs. And we are going to do things to you. And Nigeria, you will not be happy. Abba. Are you fighting Nigeria? Or you are fighting the Islamic extremists? I don't get it. Are you fighting Boko Haram? Or you are fighting Nigeria? You are addressing Nigeria and telling Nigeria that you are coming to do things to Nigeria, and Nigeria will not be happy, and that you are going to be terrible. You are going to be swift and sweet with your attack. What a crazy war president. Please don't take us back to 2 BC. We don't want it. We love to collaborate diplomatically, like you did between Israel and Palestine. We all applauded you. If you want to help, please help. Don't come and kill us. We're peace-loving people. We have been overwhelmed by terrorism all over West Africa and beyond. If you want to help us with that, help us. Look at terrorism happening in Burkina Faso. Terrorism happening in Central African Republic. Did America ever come out to say, we are going to help fight terrorism? Why Nigeria? Have they hit another oil well? Or they have hit another gold? Because this president is all about money, 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 money. I don't trust Trump. Do you trust him? It's the Blakk Pot, aka Coco Shonemo.